Hey there, YouTube. I was just watching my videos on YouTube, and I thought, you know what? Why just sit here and go, do I, don't I, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? So I'm just gonna do. I was talking about how you could relatively easily add what floor the lift is on thing. So it looks square. So I thought, you know what? Screw it. Let's make one. Okay, so let's grab you, put you onto there. Now, how big do I want to make this? Yeah, so I thought while I'm making it, I might stream it so you can see how I work. Okay, so I might make it a little bit narrower. Kind of like that. Let's center that. Actually, I'll center it at the bottom. And the stream I done earlier where I was trying to find the second large chip down there, I noticed it clear as day after I've done the video, but there's the big chip. You can see the icon where the cursor is just there, and then look above. There's another. There is two chips there. So if I come in and go in, there's one chip, and then if you look closely, there's the other chip, and that one should be called first floor if I remember correctly. Floor 1. So there is the two chips there. So the large chip like that is still on the bottom floor, and it's on the top floor. If I'm not mistaken, that's what I was planning on using. These chips is what I was planning on using the floor for, because I was going to go when that was, for example, when it has an output, it can choose a number for the thing to be set at, and you could tell it what floor it's on. I'm trying to keep the creation as user-friendly as possible, so there's no wiring needed. So that's why a lot of the stuff is using like detectors and stuff like that. But if we jump into this chip here, and I'm going to make this here think of it like, say, the button, if you want to call it that. When you go to the elevator, the button switch you get, where you go choose your floor and stuff like that, call elevator. I was going to make it that, so let's throw that in there. Don't need that anymore. Let's close that. We'll grab a number displayer. Now, the number range, like if I change that, you can see that changes there. So I'm going to be using that as the lift thingy, and to try and, how do I do this? I'm trying to make it so that when you choose, for example, just say a person uses it and they copy this and make it 3 floors. Without having to put like a million different like edits onto the display here. Let's look at it logically. Let's do a bit of, what do you call it? Exploration here. Is there any way? Because what I was going to do is just grab a keyframe. And why the keyframe is it? So that's floor 2. While the keyframe is active, just bring this up and just get that and go 2. And then save it. And then just run, for example, like a line from there to there. So when then that is active, it registers a number 2. But then that would mean that if somebody is using this, and they make for example, like, if I'm not mistaken, this one shouldn't be called floor 3, it should be called top floor. Floor T. So, I've got to somehow think... So, each floor is detecting that. Trigger zones. And as you can see, like this one here, when the first floor is detected, it will turn off the ability to go down further. And this one here has turned off the ability to go up further. But that one there has the ability to go up or down. Like, you can't see it, but trust me, that's what it does. So, floor 2 has the ability to go up and down. Whereas floor 1 only gives it turns off the ability to go down in the elevator. So when you hit the down button, if I bring up that, there. So when you go there, if you look at that one, for example, when this is not detected, so that it's not on the bottom floor, it would then allow you to go down. And when you're not on the top floor, the ability to go up is enabled. So this one here doesn't disable any of the switches, whereas that one disables the down and that one disables the up. So that when you're at the top, you can't go any higher. And when you're at the bottom, you can't go any lower. Because obviously you can't go through the ground at the bottom or you can't go through the ceiling at the top. But I haven't made this in a way where the middle floors are detecting what actual floor it is. So how do I wire it in a way that is friendly for that? Okay, if I grab the bottom floor, then we'll grab the elevator. And just to clarify with the detectors there, the controls are there, but if you see these are the boxes, they're not actually active. So I'm thinking if I get, because it was going to be press the square button to activate. So that's why there's like here, press square and then up or down for those to activate. But currently it's just if you're in the area and press up and down, it will activate. So if I reactivate them by using square, so I would run them into, actually no, easier, less wiring if I go to the ore, because that's just on the ores. Up or down on the ore will trigger up or down. Because you've got the up and downs going down to here and activating, but then they're on the, yeah, see, they're on the detector. So if you're on the bottom floor, it's turning off. Then here, the ability to go up. And obviously here is any through those three goes down. So that's the down there. So I could, I'm just wondering if I give each door frame a light and just do that, that might be an easier way to do it. So you just manually, because when you climb the door, I might do it that way. That might be easier. It won't have a number, it'll just be a light. So the number won't be displayed, it'll be a light displaying what floor you're on. So if you add an extra, if you clone the door frame and move it up, then you'll just be cloning the light as well and you'll move it up. And then you just align the light to where, then you've got to align it. It's still the easiest way to do it. So for example, if I grab I'll make the light. That'll be quicker first. Just craft up a quick little light. So if I just grab a cube. Yeah, I'll do it as a cube to start with. And then I'll put then we'll grab a cylinder. Yeah, I'll make a cylinder. And we want it to align with that. I'm just trying to think of ways where it's going to look like an elevator thing without being like crazy and stuff like that. This way is probably going to be the best way to do it. So if I go align that. Okay, so now if I grab this one, we'll move it to say there. We'll grab him, move him up. This. And then grab the number thing. Yeah, that's the number thing. And place it about there. And then we'll go reward. Now I'm going to turn off that. That off, that off. We want that to be white and fairly easily readable. Now I need to scale that up. Yeah, about that big. Move it to about there. Okay, so that is where you'd label the floor as. Okay, so we want to grab this guy here and actually attach him to that. And I can back that out now and go. Nope, let's close that. So when I come into here and go click and click, let's just turn off the collision there and the density. Okay, that still looks too small, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks better. If I go that size. So now when you change the number, so just that's the 5th floor, it'll be that size. So if I back out, close it, I'll hide the chips. You'll see like that. And then that will bring down, it will shrink it so it fits onto there at a decent size. So to choose even numbers for some unknown reason, so we'll go save it there. Okay, and so you'd go along, push, that actually sounds plausible. And we could actually then technically copy that inside the lift as well. So it's attached to the inner part of the lift. Yeah. Now the catch here, do I want to make it so the button lights up or do I make the number light up? It's probably better. Actually, be more thermal efficient if I don't have that. If I move... Why did you do that? Did I turn that off? No, I didn't. Let's scale that to about there. Okay, that could work. Yeah, I reckon that's a better technique. So if we do that, so then obviously every time you want to change it, you come in here, you tell it what floor that is. That is obviously thing. The catch is it's numbers, so you can't have B, F, or R, but that's fine. So what I'll do is I'll then just go, obviously that's floor 1, and then we can just get it and we'll go, okay, it's active, so we'll just go, actually no, I'll just do a single one this way for now. Okay, so then I can rescale the box they're on. Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, I really can't see people doing more than, say, 9 floors. So, that there, if you look, looks like you'll fit 3 wide and it's obviously 3 high. So that in theory should be good enough. So all I gotta do then is tell that chip that it's 2 and that chip that it's a 3. So obviously if someone's using the creation, they just come and just alter. So for example, if they copy the second floor, they'll just change 2 to 3 and then change 3 to 4. It's a little bit of work, but it's less work than doing a heap of wiring. Behavior, just adding a, like a, not necessarily a call system, but like a, so you can see what floor it's on to my elevator that I showed earlier. Yes, if I do that, and then each one of those be connected to a floor. So, actually no. If I make it, for example, if I grab this ground floor here, just up to the side. So if we wire in a if we wire that into there, and because this is connected to that, we want to go if we set it to say a 30, okay, and then we're going to turn that to a, actually, no, we'll go like that and make it a green, or we'll go green. Green will be easy to spot. Okay, that. So whenever that has an output, it goes to that. And then if I grab the same with this one here, put a keyframe. Now I'm not sure how this is going to work with the cloning system, so I'll have to test it. Oh fudge, okay, go there. Do that again, for some reason, so let me grab that chip. Why isn't it letting me grab that chip? Okay, this is actually doing my head in. Okay, I'll grab the chip now. Why can I not grab it? There we go! Jeez Louise, that took its sweet ass time. Okay. So we'll add that to there. And then when it's active, we're going to go there, there, and would it go 30, didn't I? That. Go to there. As my phone goes a little nutty. Okay, so is that telling us that the PS4 version is actually updated or what? Because that's what I'm waiting on. So as if the phone does what it's told. Okay, so it is done. Okay. So I might quickly, no, be patient. I'll finish this off. We'll do a quick little test and we'll see if that works fine. Obviously I'm not going to release this straight away. I'll do some testing and we'll see. I'll give it to me first time that time. Okay. Set it there. We'll grab a keyframe. Now I'm pretty sure the way I'm doing it here, when you duplicate the middle floor, it's probably going to interfere with the when you're on the second floor, then you go to the third. Both second and third floors are going to be active. I've got a feeling that's what's going to happen. But I'll do a quick little test and then we'll have a look. Then I'll call it and do this update. Okay, so As it stands now, it's obviously on the first floor, so the number 1 is green. So if I go in, we'll go up 1. Hey there, viewer. If I jump out and have a look, yeah, see now number 2's green and the other 2 are greyed out. So if I now do this, and if I copy, oh, no, because it's not linked in with it. So you're gonna have to manually copy it in here. Okay, that's not ideal. Fudge. Okay, so if I go, I'll just copy all 3 for now. Yeah, so it's not gonna work that way. Okay, so the way I'm gonna have to do it is if I delete that one, controller's going flat, I'll delete them, and I have to attach this to there, back out, and grab number 2 and attach you to there, back out, and get this one, attach it to 3. I wish I hadn't put it so high up. Click, there we go. Okay. So, is that moving the top 4? No, good. Okay, so now, if I copy this, it copies the button as well. Okay, so that's probably the best way to do it. And now, if I can just grab that, bring it down to here. So then you'd have to come in, you'd manually change that to a 3. Change that to a 4. Okay, let's do a quick little test, and then I'll call it. Okay, so if I go in, 1 is lit. So when I go to 2, if just the 2 is lit, not the 3, then this method will work. And this is how I make my creations. So if I walk out now, that's a good promising thing. Okay, so if I now go to here, of course I can interact with the elevator. I can just send it up 1. So if I push up, as you can see it going up, the 2 goes off, 3 should light. This method will work. Okay, I can get away with this method. Okay. See, now it's at level 4-3. So I can now stand here, and I can just tap down. 3 will go out, 2 will go on. So yeah, I might do it this way. It'll stop at 2. I'm on first floor, so I've got to do it again. It'll come down. That'll be the method I'll use. So I'll save this. I won't upload it yet. I'll still tweak it, but obviously I won't do it on camera. You don't want to see me just doing little tweaks all the time. So I'm going to call it here. Quick save. So if I go edit, rewind, quick save, it's going to be a contraption, and I'll call it B. Okay. So I'm going to call it there, guys. That's how I do my creations. That's just showing you, like, here's the method I use for, like, okay, what would be the best. And obviously with this one, I'm taking into consideration so that people don't have to do any wiring. I want this to be able to go, you can place it in your creation, move the floor to where your floor is. And in this case, you're going to have to adjust the button. But if you clone the button and put it inside the lift, that keyframe should activate both the buttons. So if you've got a 3 on the inside and a 3 on the outside, all those 3 should light up. So if you put that box on each floor, like you clone that to each floor, so you clone the 3 button for each floor, or the third number 3 button for each floor, it should light up for every floor because the keyframe is lighting up that particular one, and they're all copies. So it should work. I'll do some testing later. But there you go. I'm out of here. Stay safe, look after each other, and I'll catch you next time.